I am the #1 ranked player in Europe, and these are my custom tactics. So as you can see from the FC Pro ladder leaderboard, I am #1. Yes, joint first, but my name's at the top, so #1.
Let's go. Too easy, dude. Give me that crown.
This is the team I'm using. Yes, it's pay to win, but I'm a pro. It's my job, and I'm sure these tactics will be good on 100k team, 150k team, 50k team, 10k team. As in my road to glory, I've also tried this formation and it works well. So no pay to win comments, please. That's gonna make you comment.
I like it.
The tactics code will be at the end of the video, so if you want the tactics code, it'll be at the end. We are in a 4-2-3-1 wide now. We all know defending does not exist in FC 26. Therefore, you want to change from the 2 centre mids to the 2 CDMs, and that's why it's no longer 4-4-1-1 and it's 4-2-3-1 wide. So I go short passing and high defensive approach. Why? I don't know. Actually, I do know. Short passing because I like it when my players are close together and just pass, especially when you got tiki-taka players at CDM, so you can fire the ball into the box, etc, etc. High defensive approach because your line, if you don't have high depth, your line just defends so deep and it is not fun. Not fun at all, because at that point, your opponent's in the box and they're scoring goals, and when you're playing FC, you don't really want to concede many goals. Right, I'll stop pointing out the obvious now.
Cheers, Jeff.
And we'll get into the player roles. Now, we'll start off with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper, ball-playing keeper build-up. You ask me why? I don't know. All of them are the same thing. I don't see a difference with any of the different roles as a goalkeeper. It's just ball-playing keeper sounded cool, and it made me look like I want to play total football, so ball-playing keeper. So my fullbacks, you know, there's a lot of options this year. You can go wing-back, false-back, attacking wing-back, inverted wing-back, which sounds cool. But I've got full-back, and they're all quite good. Like, balance is good, versatile is good, and defend is good. I like defend because it makes your defense a little bit narrower. And same on the right-back. Same thing, full-back defend, and that is what I'm a fan of. Now, on my DMs, I like deep line playmaker. Why is this? Well, deep line playmaker build-up, to be exact, because I prefer centre mids because I like scoring more goals and playing attacking FC. And unfortunately, if you have centre mids this year, you can't defend. 2 CDMs, deep line playmaker build-up, so they sit as centre mids when I've got the ball in my opponent's final third. They'll always give me an option and they'll always sort of get involved. So obviously, they've got tiki-taka. And if I pass the ball back to my CDM when they're on holding, and then first time it to my striker, you know, the ball takes a while to get there because they're too far away. But if they're nice and close, pass, turn, shoot, if you know what I'm trying to say. Inside forward on both my wide mids. I like inside forward because once again, they get involved in the attack. If they're on winger, sometimes they're a bit wide. And if, for example, if I go down the wing with Yamal and work it back across, and Kvaratskhelia is on winger, then he's not going to get involved. Now, for the cam, playmaker's really good, and shadow striker is really good. I've got shadow striker because he gets closer to the striker, so it's sort of like a 4-2-2-2, if that makes sense. He sort of plays not as a cam, but as like a second striker. So they're just closer together. You can pass the ball between the 2 strikers, and he gets more involved. If he's on playmaker, he drops a little bit deeper. And for example, on Ousmane Dembele, he ain't got no passing play styles. Well, he's got pinged. He's got pinged, my bad. But like incisive, which is a good one. Tiki-taka, which is a good one. If he's on playmaker, it's a bit hard for him to then play the balls. So yeah, if you look at Dembele here and my left mid to inside forward, he's getting involved. And Dembele, as a shadow striker, look how high he is. He really gets involved, and you can, you know, you can dribble, and he's always showing himself for the option. As you can see, he scores that one there. So yeah, shadow striker, amazing. And a striker, advanced forward. Target forward, rubbish. False 9, rubbish. Poacher is okay. Advanced forward's the one you want to put, because then they're on the last line of defense, and you can play the through balls, you can play the driven passes into the striker, and they're always sort of an option in behind. So advanced forward on any striker ever for me. Now, what I will note is it important to have some players on ++. Not as important as last year. Last year you needed ++, but this year it's not the craziest thing if they don't have a plus. Like left mid, right mid, you can't really notice the position changes. Cam ain't the end of the world. What I won't do though is play players out of position. For example, don't put a pacey winger at right back, because I promise you they won't track back. I can assure you, I tried it and it didn't work. And now my tactic if the game isn't going well is a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. Yes, I'm bringing it back. It scores goals. It defends very well actually for a narrow. And let me explain my tactics and why they're this. Now I've got balance and high. The reason balance instead of short passing for the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow is I like to counter-attack in this formation. And when I'm counter-attacking, if I get the ball to my cam and my 2 strikers are coming short, I can't counter. I want them to run in behind and try and so I can try play the balls with Lamine, Reinders, Kvaratskhelia. So yes, that's why I'm on balance. High defensive approach is just my favourite one. So for the player roles, fullback balance. If you have them on defend, they literally refuse to go forward. And when you have a narrow, if the guy's defending the middle of the pitch very well, you want some width. And in this, there's nothing. So fullback balance. The centre backs are defender, defend, and defender. Defender, defend, and defender, defend. No reason, just I prefer that. You know, you want no nonsense centre backs, and defender, defend is a no nonsense role. Not more no nonsense than the oh, there's no such thing as a no nonsense defender anymore. I look dumb now. That was last year. My CDM is on holding. He's on holding because typically in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, it's harder to defend. So like when you have a holding defend, he sits a little bit deeper, helps stop counter attacks. When the opponent's on the edge of your box, he drops a little bit deeper as well. So yeah, holding just makes you more solid and you got more solidity. I've got both the centre mids on box to box because I believe that when they're on box to box, they help defend and they help attack. That makes sense, box to box. And when you have a centre mids in 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you don't want them bombing forward on a playmaker because then you've got a back five as such as Mendes, Frimpong, Saliba, Van der Ven and De Jong. So I want centre mids that do it all, and Reinders does it all. However, as you can see, my right centre mid is out of position, which it isn't the worst thing in 4-1-2-1-2 because you don't really mind if they go out of position. Sometimes it works, sometimes it helps. But what I choose to do is I sub off Kvaratskhelia and I bring on Desire Doué. He can play centre mids. And yeah, as I said earlier, I don't like playing players out of position. However, Lamine Yamal is out of position, but it doesn't matter. He is just so good. And when you build up in this formation, what you sort of want to do, get the ball to your CDM and straight away hit your cam. Straight away hit your cam. And then turn around with your cam and you will have the two strikers running in behind. That is what I like to do in my narrow. And then, as I said earlier, the two strikers advance forward attack, advanced forward attack. And that is what I do when I'm losing a game, and it's worked well, worked very well. I was 4-0 down in the game and I won 5-4. I don't have the clips, but trust me, you gotta believe me. Away from that as well, sometimes the defense really solid, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because there's more midfielders, so the narrow's a bit tighter, and someone's got to like work a chance down the wing. I don't know why, but this actually defends very well as well. So my formation to see out games is a 4-1-4-1. Balanced build-up style, high defensive approach, as always. High 70 depth is the perfect one for me. Now, player roles. Fullback defend, fullback defend. You're trying to see out a lead. You don't want your players going forward at all. So, fullback defend. Centre backs, defend, no nonsense, as I was saying earlier in the video. Also, as I was saying earlier in the video, is CDMs are so important, really important to have. Which is why, in my holdout formation, I like having one, truthfully. So that's why De Jong's in the team on holding ball winner. Because you've got your 4-4, pretend De Jong's not there. But when he's in the middle of the back, of the two banks of four, ball winning, just running everywhere, he stops plenty of counter attacks, stops plenty of attacks, and yeah, I really like holding ball winner. Box to box, because they attack and defend, we've been through this. Inside forward and advance forward attack. However, on my left mid, I like having winger, because sometimes you only choose this formation in the last 5 minutes, truthfully, trying to see out a lead, maybe the last 10 minutes, and you always want an out option. If you're trying to play out the back, like play around the press, and you know, you have two inside forwards, sometimes they're a little bit narrow. And you have a lack of options. But if you're on winger, you spread the pitch, you create more space for yourself, and it's just another outlet in behind. So the tactic code for all three of those formations are going to pop up now. So yes, they are my first in the world custom tactics. I hope they're good for you, and if they're not, then you just got to get better at the game.